Yes, you saw the title, but no, it's not as bad as you think. So, if you haven't already seen, it's a little bit old-ish news, like almost 2 weeks ago. But if you haven't seen, Marvel Rivals since launch has lost 77% of its player base, and I think it was around a million when it started. So, if you look at the player base now, it's still going really high. This is not a bad thing. People are still playing the game. It's just that, sometimes it loses its luster. Sometimes the content after day one gets a little bit stale. Like Emma is the newest one during the time of this recording. Ultron is going to come out soon. More people are going to come and whatnot. So, yes, it does look sorta bad, but that is the typical for these kind of games. The games that keep going. It may look bad on the surface, but I guarantee you there's still plenty of people playing this game. It's just, there's break periods, there's other games to play. But let's just get into it real quick. It's pretty clear why Marvel Rivals has lost 77% of its player base in 4 months. Marvel Rivals came along a perfect moment when gamers were unsatisfied with Overwatch 2 and were looking for something that could give them great gameplay without constantly hitting them with microtransactions. This game hit a massive peak player count of nearly 650,000 on Steam alone shortly after its launch, but since then its active player count has dropped by 77%. I'm sure the math whizzes can deduce that. Some of what's happening with Marvel Rivals to be expected. All games lose players shortly, like with new options like Oblivion or Expedition 33. I hear that's a pretty good game. Marvel Rivals lost some of its players, and with daily peaks still averaging more than 100,000, the game is still in a good place, of course. Losing players is inevitable for any game, but the specifics still matter. Aside from the other mind-blowing games coming out in 2025, Marvel Rivals is also competing against the various, sometimes contradictory demands of its players. The game has legitimate issues that need to be fixed and has also run into some problems that tend to plague live service titles. What's happening with the Rivals player base isn't unprecedented by any means, but it matters to the game's fans and anyone who's invested in the state of competitive gaming in general. A lot of it has to do with matchmaking and ranked and whatnot. Here, there's a lot of problems with that. I will admit I have stepped down a little bit from ranked from playing this season just because the fire isn't exactly burning. I'm just going to be honest. It hasn't catch my eye for a while. Emma was really nice to play, but that got a little bit tiring. Like so many other competitive multiplayer games, Marvel Rivals has a matchmaking system that sorts players and sets them into teams. We know this, come on. Fortunately, matchmaking systems are hard to get right, and many players aren't happy with the system. And Rivals, particularly since Season 2 began, players feel like matchmaking system is deciding winners and losers before the game even begins. Something truly went wrong with the matchmaker in Season 2, where one frustrated Redditor, games are 80% stops one way or the other, and it's streaky as hell. No one likes feeling as though they've been set up to lose every match they have enough free time to play. Ranking system also isn't helping. Players have frequently complained about how many points are required to rank up, and when Season 2 came with a ranking reset, some couldn't take it. It feels like my effort and commitment to improving in Season 1 didn't pay off, and I have to do it all over again. The reset was presumably meant to give players another few months of climbing up the ranks, but the move just didn't sit right with some of them. Toxicity, I've seen it plenty of time, more on PC than PlayStation. If you know, you know. Season 2 bought some gameplay tweaks. Our Rivals is far from dead. Yeah, it's still going strong. 77% is only for now. When Ultron comes out, more people will come. That's just the way it is with live services games. The popular ones, they go up, they go down like a freaking roller coaster. But yeah, Marvel Rivals ain't going anywhere. It's still going strong, even if this says otherwise. It's still doing relatively good. So yeah, that's about it, lads and gents. Take care.